This is just an experimental video on posting videos on YouTube. We have this really cool, bird feeder out here that I put on top of a birdhouse that they basically don't want to stay in. I used an old school podium base that's missing the top, and I kind of just made something out of scrap metal or scrap wood to build what looks like a birdhouse, but I never really completely finished it, so they're really not interested. And since it's so low to the ground, it's too, it's not safe to them. But I took one of those poles that you use for those rails, or like, say, stairs. When you come down the stairs, there's, I guess, banisters or something like that. And on the end of it, I took a thing that held a flag and put a bird feeder on it, and they love it. So this is pretty interesting. When I get more money, I'm thinking about getting a bigger bird feeder and maybe taking the birdhouse and putting it higher up in the air, and maybe even working on it a little bit more, taking it apart and actually building a sufficient, roof and stuff on it, so that it's more appealing to them. I might even take it apart and rebuild it. I haven't quite decided, but it's really relaxing to come out here in the mornings before work or school and just sit here and watch the birds feed. So I hope you just sit here and enjoy it with me. Sorry it's not as close as I could possibly get it. This camera is a nice camera, it just doesn't zoom that close in. 16 megapixel camera, which I'm pretty impressed with it. I'm really happy. We'll see how it does on YouTube. Fuck is the rest of them? Sorry, I'm looking for pieces of a puzzle that I purchased. Since there's no bird there eating, we'll go check it out. Basically, it's just like whatever parts that I could get from just various stuff. It took about a couple hours to make, and then I got bored with it, and so I didn't really mess with it for a while. And then I was like, hey man, we could put a tray on the back and maybe put some water in or something. And the only time that they would really want to check it out is when, well, if there's food in there. Because if I put any water in there, these guys, and you check, he's looking at us, he would just crap in it. They wouldn't really take a bath, they would just use it as a toilet. And after a while, that tray was just nasty stinking. You'd get up in the morning and we're like, what the heck is that smell? And it just smell of toilet water. And it was just because they kept pooping in it. Love this camera.